This is the brand new Tumbril storm, and it happens to be in the storm, and in today's video we are going to test it and see how effective it is at its various possible jobs. So we are going to take off here, or at least start the engines at Rannery Resource Station here on Microtech, and we can see that already from the inside the visibility is absolutely horrendous. So I will be using the Tumbril storm with a third-person view most of the time, simply because we can't see anything, and it doesn't make any sense to me because, well, it's a camera, so we should be able to see the entire field of view and not just this tiny narrow screen. I don't like it here, but anyway, it's okay. We are still going to try to get into our ship. In this case, we are going to go into a Karak. This vehicle is actually quite broad, so it doesn't fit in a lot of vehicles. Only the Karak and the C2 Hercules. Anything else is just going to be too broad, just like the Nova tank, unfortunately. It's okay, it's still not going to prevent us from completing some missions, and these missions that I believe the Tumbril storm is going to shine at are going to be those missions where there are going to be NPCs on the ground. And maybe one of the best places to try out the storm could be the Ghost Hollow. So that's what we're going to be going to, the Ghost Hollow. And of course, it's always nighttime when I go do my missions, and there's no visibility. And unfortunately, my Karak is stuck, so it's kind of a fail. I tried to do the mission, but there were no NPCs either, so well, it's a fail. Never mind, we're going to try again, and this time it's going to be with a C2 Hercules, because I didn't have time to claim my Karak, unfortunately. And well, we can see that it really fits much better in a C2 Hercules. There's definitely more room. I've also put a Pisces for the purpose of the mission that I'm taking, because this time I'm going to take a retrieve OP mission where I'm going to go to 3 different theoretic outposts, and I really hope that this time there are going to be some NPCs to kill. So be careful, by the way, when you are driving your storm. These outposts sometimes have little posts there, light posts, that may get your vehicle stuck. So unfortunately here my storm is stuck. I cannot unstuck it. It's blocked, and it's a fail. I'm gonna have to claim it and get another one. So getting into the storm once again. This is the 3rd attempt, and this time I think it's going to be the good one here. So I'm going to drive again toward the C2 Hercules, drive backwards, so that it's gonna be very easy to leave the ship when we are going to our Derrick outpost. And so here we go. The first one is on Urtepi. It's at night, as always. Gonna have to try to find a nice little landing spot. Here we go. And that's when we're going to be getting into the storm. And we are going to literally storm the place and kill as many NPCs as possible. So here we go.
They go.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, they've been eradicated.
Fire away.
And so, once all of the NPCs have been eradicated, well, it's time to go on foot, pick up the box, and then put it inside the ship. In this case, I will be putting it in the Pisces, that you're going to see later why. And so, we have 2 more outposts, so guess what? We are going to repeat the process. And so at the last outpost, something interesting happened here. Cutlass eventually came for the rescue. Well, there was the classic reinforcement from the NPCs. Well, I wanted to see if the storm was able to dispose of that Cutlass, and oh boy, yes it did. I mean, look at this explosion right here. I was not expecting the storm to be that effective against a Cutlass, but it was, and that's how eventually it blew up and fell down. I was able to pick up the nice little helmet from that pilot, which is going to be very useful for Star Citizen Wars Part 6. It will be for the character of Darth Vader. There we go. And then we'll just pick up the box and go to our final destination, which is going to be a padlocker. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to just stop here at Port Tressler. Hopefully with a new ship trespass rule, nobody will be stealing the ship or get inside. And I'll just open the door, get into the Pisces, and fly out of the City Hercules all the way down to New Babbage, which is where we'll be going to drop off those boxes. I really love going around those buildings here. I wish that there were more opportunities to go to those New Babbage building. It's just so wonderful to just fly around the city like that. And once we arrived, well, unfortunately, the box was bugged and I was no longer able to interact with that box, which meant the mission was a failure, and that's going to be the end of our video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I wouldn't be able to make all of that content without the people who help me out on Patreon and via the YouTube Jump membership program, and that includes Dr. Frobin, Zero Crusher, Deplorable Fidel, and Ducky2Ducker. Guys, I wish you guys a wonderful day. I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers.